What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Dice That Bind Us, a crazy live play D&D show running a heavily modified version of the Storm King's Thunder campaign. If you can't tell it's been heavily homebrewed, well, then you've never played Storm King's Thunder before, and that's okay. My name is Alex. I'm the dungeon master of this crazy group of weirdos that surrounds me. I use he, him pronouns, and I play all of the characters, and I mean all of the characters that these people do not.
Hello, my name is Zach. I play Tumult, the Warlock Cleric, and we use he, him pronouns.
Hi, my name's Ian. I play Tepartos III, the Furbolg / Dwarven Life Cleric of Sylvanas, and the two of us use he, him, his pronouns.
Hello, I'm Rob. I play Iti, the mighty Goliath Druid. We use he, him pronouns most of the time.
Hello, my name is Kimber, your guest player this evening and many previous evenings. And I play Harlandino, the Warlock Paladin. We both use he, him pronouns.
My name is Dash. I use they, them, their pronouns, and I play Lysander Elias, the Furbolg Paladin to Sylvanas, and Lysander uses he or they pronouns.
Hi, I'm Devin. I use they, he pronouns, and I play Ileana, the Sea Elf Wizard Cleric, who uses she pronouns.
Hi, my name is Az. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Tempard, the human bard / fighter / we just leveled up into wizard. But I can't use any of it yet. We both use they, them pronouns.
I'm Dakota. I play Gargak, the half-orc barbarian / druid, and we use he, him pronouns.
And now we go to our recap that I am far too lazy to do myself. Coda, you're going to do our recap for us of last... I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's just me being funny. No, we're going to go to Ian today.
Fantastic.
You can actually talk this time.
Yeah, right. I thought I did a great job last time. So last session, we started off with Harshnag running down the great hallway at us with a brand new scar, or like fresh set of scratches across his chest, matching the other set that had scarred over, and missing his headpiece. And this was after we came out, finished talking to the Oracle. We were told that his friend had resurrected, but it wasn't his friend anymore. It wasn't the same thing, not the same dragon. I think he said it doesn't think, or it's slow, or something like that. So we all tried to put together contingency plans because we were tired and beaten down. Eventually came up with a couple of different things that we could do, either hide in tunnels, try to escape different ways so that we didn't have to fight this thing. It was also found out that it wasn't really trying to like get in or do anything to us. And we're like, I wonder what's going on. After we had the plan of see if we could try to rest, or see if we can get Harlan to get in contact with his husband to teleport us out of there, or get in contact with Alon, all of which failed. Immediately, at least at the point where we needed them to get us out of the dangerous situation. We came to the plan where Tepartos would try to banish the dragon, and we'd all try to just sprint the fuck out of there. Anouk decided that he wanted to scout first, went out, looked at it, and this thing was not how we expected it to be. It was absolutely gargantuan. It was massive, far larger than any ancient dragon is supposed to be. And it actually spoke with Anouk. And after a little bit of speaking with it telepathically, Tumult made his way out there as well and also spoke with the dragon, finding out that it was actually basically like a predating history dragon aspect of like the personification of I'm throwing my own thing in there, but like the king of the white dragons, essentially the manifestation of the cold and the winter. It said that it would kill us basically if we wished ill upon the dragons, or if we did anything against the dragons. And we were eventually able to convince it that we had no ill wishes against the dragons, told it about Xerxes the Traveler, what was happening at Groodhog, and our plans. And eventually it left and let us go and gave us the warning that if we bring any harm to any member of its kind, it will seek us out and it will kill us. Then we went back inside to find out that Harshnag had passed away, and after trying to revive him, his spirit spoke to Tepartos and said that it would remain at the Temple of Anam, and he had no desire to come back to life because he was now with his friend again, and he also was able to speak fully. He had regained the consciousness that he had lost. Harlan also had a very long conversation with his husband, and we found out officially that Harlan has a husband who was very nice and scolded Harlan a lot, and he tried to teleport here, and it didn't work very well. And then we finally found him and got him back, and he yelled at Harlan a lot. We all decided to rest after that so that we could get out of there and figure out what to do later on in assaulting Groothog. And then Olan actually came to Tumult in the night and said he had some great news. We woke up, we talked to Olan, and Olan basically said that there was another attack on Silvery Moon. They won, and the High Arbiter had been just, we'll say, strategically killed in the Battle of Silvery Moon. And Olan is now the High Arbiter and is going to be using his powers and his forces to help us with our assault on Groothog. And we are now at the cusp of planning exactly who we are going to talk to, how we are going to recruit our armies, how we are going to establish our battle plan, and we are about to prep for what we have been building up to this entire time.
Yeah, very good recap. Very much detail involved. Take your point of DM inspirations. Very good. But yes, we rejoin the party just inside the temple to Anan the Allfather, talk to Olan, and are gathering their thoughts. The day start off with Olan saying, I can take you wherever you need to go, but time is of the essence. So if you think that it may take a little more time to convince some people than others, it may be wise to take some of you to some places, some of you to other places. Or if you're not really worried about a time crunch, then we can take all of you everywhere. Up to you, really.
Well, who do we need to speak with? If there are many people, it may be best to send the most... To each place, it may be best to split up for the time being and send the best ambassador to each area that we can.
As you know, I'd like to not sleep very much anymore, but I did make a list of allies I do believe we should talk to, probably in this order.
Okay.
First off, Olan, do you know of the dragons that are currently residing in Silvery Moon?
The what now?
We were told that there are 3 ancient dragons residing in Silvery Moon.
The what now?
You know dragons?
I'm gonna just cross this off the list for now. We'll have to look into that later.
Olan sits down and goes into like deep thought, just like.
Methinks dragons can transform into humanoids, so they may be living in your midst.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not.
Probably.
If he doesn't know that they don't want their presence known, and we'll have to worry about them later. Crypt guarded.
Bone. We need Clamiliator. Tempard. There was a note, I think.
Oh, crap. Tepartos takes out like a crumpled note from his back pocket. He's like, this is for you.
Oh, I take the note. Am I supposed to read this now, or should I wait? I don't know. I've never had.
I forget what it says.
It was never read to us. It was just a
Oh.
return note from Flamiliator to Tempard.
Oh,
You should read it.
I open up the note. What does it say?
It reads as follows. I don't know who sent this, but I have not had a partner in quite some time. So whoever you are, please, kindly, never refer to me as your spouse or your partner ever again. Your messenger has my true response. And as you remember, Olan comes back covered in poison marks and wounds.
That's right.
Not sending them to Crypt Guarded.
Okay. Tempard, do you share any of this with us?
No.
Okay. So, will you be going to Crypt Garden?
We can do that in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Sagrin, kind of gesture to Tempard. Do you think Rena would like them?
Possible.
Is it reaching? Is that too much? I don't really know these people, but
We could introduce them when we get there. I couldn't hurt.
yeah, might work.
Might help. Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Okay, so we will deal with Crypt Garden here in a bit. I don't know what the note said to Tempard, but they seem a little distraught, so we'll worry about that later. Golden Fields, I would really like to either send a Nook or to Partos, as you guys did have the most interactions with the village head and a lot of the residents.
Anook may be the best bet in that case.
Agreed. You have the.
Well,
I spoke with the druids. I didn't speak with the villagers, really.
Mm-hmm.
We also spoke with the town itself in way of like Liferlass and the like.
As far as we know, Liferlust is alive here.
We could always find out.
I had an orc friend there. Sort of.
Well, I was mainly going to use you for Nightstone, Garrigak.
Did I do anything with the Nightstone people?
Not really, but I don't think you have any connections to Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, or Neverwinter either.
Yeah, I kind of burned down their place and destroyed their church.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They just know that you were a part of the group that saved them. So, like, if anything,
fair.
like you were one of the original members. So, out of everyone, I'm like the last one that should go. Me and Ileana, we weren't there.
That's fair.
Maybe we don't ask for help from places in which we've committed crimes.
I mean, technically, it wasn't a crime. We killed the goblins that had invaded there, and it was the best way to eliminate them.
We could call it self-defense.
Okay.
Also, yeah, they were trapped in a tower over a bridge, and we got them out. So, they, you know.
Okay.
I did
Alon-
shelter the chieftain. I remember that. Yeah.
Did?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on, we also have a goblin gunslinger friend in Neverwinter, I believe. Would be good to bring to us.
I was going to recommend myself for Neverwinter, as he seemed a little upset when I last spoke with him.
I mean,
I'm sure you
as
can
long as we
imagine
get
why.
him back, it will be good. So if you can convince the rest of the town that Tumult, you are from Waterdeep. Waterdeep is better for you.
I'm from around Waterdeep.
You have the most contact with Waterdeep.
True, but the Partos is really good at talking to people.
What?
And so are you, Tumult.
You really
Yeah, which
are.
is why I was going to go to Neverwinter. None of us have had any real contact with them.
Stares at my 18 charisma.
Harlan shrugs over his 20 charisma.
Shrugging over 20 charisma.
Yep.
Do we have any money?
Do we have
Ten bucks.
any money?
No,
I
we
have
gave it
no
all. We gave it all to the Retribution Company.
No, we have a little bit, right? We only gave 4 million
We
to
gave
them?
him the whole
The portable hole with all of your gold in it.
Oh, okay. We gave him the whole pole. Yeah, that's right.
On that note, you hear
We
a
need a little bit of money.
What?
next to you, and you see Augur standing there. Greetings.
Oh, please bring good
Hello.
news.
Hello?
Cheese is back. Hi, Cheese.
That's not my name.
Uh,
You asked for daily reports.
It's a new day.
Good news and bad news. We're down 4 members.
What happened?
The unit you sent to investigate Xerxes
Ah,
Shit.
met with some real posh bloke, and the last I heard was, "Don't worry, we'll take care of this lad," and then I never got another message.
That would be Dandelion
Dandelion.
himself.
Yeah.
Good news.
yes.
Our specialists have come up with a plan that, should you have enough power at your back, could take down the walls to Grudhog, take at least some of their fortifications down for you.
What exactly do you mean by power?
People that can blow stuff up from a distance. Magic, cannons if you got them, explosives of some kind.
Olan, how many casters can you muster?
We're literally all casters. That's what we do.
Explosives, then?
I could. Do you have somebody that could lead that front?
Well, we do have one person who does seem to be very fond of the incendiary arts among us.
Who
Stares at
Dead
Tempard.
set stare at
Mhm.
Tempard.
Do we? Never mind.
Augur looks at you, Tempard, and goes, "Well, how do you feel about leading a team to blow shit up?"
I can blow things up appropriately. I pull out like 20 bombs, a couple of smoke grenades, 2 wand of fireballs, and 2 wands of magic missiles out of my pockets.
I turn to Sagrin. Rena would love them.
Yeah.
I got the equipment.
Turns to look at the rest of you. I think they'll do.
Yes, they will.
I'm not super
But
great
please
with
put those
plans,
away.
but I'm great with explosives.
Tempard, I name you explosive expert. Explosive specialist of Dino's dogs, if you accept.
Okay, this will be the explosive cat squad. That's my first degree.
Okay. You have creative freedom.
Yeah.
As far as sending us to find recruits for you, there's not a lot that we can do in that regard. We're not really sure. We found out what we were doing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
We understand. We have
That
a few
was-
leads that we are planning on following.
That was a stab in the dark, honestly. But
Well, you've got
Appreciate you.
us. As far as we can offer.
We are sorry to hear that you have lost 4 of your members.
Risk of the job. They knew what they were getting into.
How
Thanks.
far out do you have influence?
Name the place.
I mean, you ever been to the core in Archipelago?
Been there. We don't have anybody there currently, but we could.
Do you happen to know the location of some dragons that might be there?
No one's lived on the Coran archipelago for years. Why do you think there are dragons there?
Just a gut feeling.
Just, yeah.
I mean, I can send someone to go and check it out for you.
I was gonna go there very last, but I mean, don't get them killed for it. It's definitely not worth that.
Well, if you're, how many dragons are we talking and what size?
Ancient 4.
You can handle that your bloody self.
okay. I don't blame this man for saying that at all.
Not at all. Like I said, it was not about to offer you up to go for me either. I was
We
just
sent,
asking if maybe you
we
would-
sent 4 of our men
do.
to fight a demigod for you. You can
Yeah,
handle the
thank you.
dragons yourself.
Valid.
I just had a thought. This is also kind of a stretch. I'm gonna turn to Sagron.
Hmm.
Do you think there's anybody left that bears arms that would be loyal to your father's name?
Oh, you promised. You promised.
I know. It's just old disgraced nobles tend to pull in a lot of loyalty, you know?
You, Olan, was it? I have a destination once you figure out where these people are going. I will go and see.
I love you.
You're lucky I love you too.
Okay, that's something.
So where, Augur, is there anything else you need from me? Or shall we continue on course?
continue on course with extra care now. But as soon as whatever missions they are currently on are able to be let go, meet up at Belliard and rest up as accordingly for what you would need to be ready to fully go. I would say tomorrow.
Tomorrow evening, tomorrow
Morning.
day, tomorrow morning. We'll be there. Kind of nods to you guys and disappears. So, Crypt Garden Forest, maybe Neverwinter.
Maybe Neverwinter, and so I guess Golden Fields we can just send Anuk and to Bartos. We can send them both. Nightstone could be Lysander and Garagak.
I came after everything, but I suppose.
I mean, is there a place in particular you'd like to go?
Do we have anyone going to Waterdeep, the biggest city in this region?
You wanted me to go there.
I mean, if you want to, I can go somewhere else. I just want to make
No,
sure.
that
our
frees me up for
places are-
Neverwinter, so let's do it that way. And then Ileana, if you'd like to go with Garagak and Tempard too.
I could do other stuff to get some more hands.
Ileana, do you have family we can pull from? Any resources?
No.
Insight
lying
check.
to me? I'm not even checking. I'm just like, Ileana, are you lying to me?
No, I'm not.
No, she's
But
I won't even roll deception. She's not lying.
Yeah, it was like, it's just
Okay.
one of those, like, if you don't have people to pull from, I was just curious. You're not the one I
not.
would
You asked specifically if she had any family.
family or resources to pull from.
That's
All
true.
resources, yeah.
Ileana, you can come and help us prepare at Army Center if you're
I
aching for something to do.
Ooh,
I'd rather talk to Olan after everyone else leaves.
How cryptic of you. Okay.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Speaking of cryptic, have we decided what to do about the Crypt Garden Forest? Tempard, are you going to be going there? Are you welcomed by old Gnawbones?
I can go to the Crypt Garden Forest, but I have somewhere else to go first.
Okay.
And where is
I have
that?
to go back home for a little bit.
how much power do we need here?
I mean, the more the better, right? Isn't that the point?
Mm-hmm.
Advantageous
Yes.
numbers.
The quicker the battle is over, the less casualties we'll have, so anyone that we can have, right?
And
Try to pull from my family. There are many trained like I am, but I don't want to put their lives at risk. There's
Well-
a lot of us trained, protected by Sylvanas or others. My mother is a druid. She is powerful. My father is captain of the local guard. It's a small tribe, but I could try to pull from the Furbolg clans.
not to be extra rude, but if we fail, their lives are in more risk than if we succeed.
I know. That's why I even ventured to bring it up. They are
Lysander?
my first priority beyond anything, beyond all of you.
Lysander? If you do reach out to them, give me the names of anyone close to you. Me and Olan, whoever else might be planning. We'll make sure they're safe. They're behind lines.
If they're trained
Promise.
like you, from the way the plan sounds, it sounds like you'll all be fighting together anyways.
Not
I
all
mean,
of them, but many.
Also, let's not forget the hell your brother was able to put us through by himself. I'm just saying.
I have no clue where he went. I have absolutely no idea where Dianthus is, and I would like to.
No, but
I think he would be
you know.
beneficial to have on our side, but you know my other brother, Aconite, my little sister, Dandelion. Not that Dandelion, a different one.
No, but your parents probably have a way to contact him. People usually have a soft spot for parents.
Yeah.
I mean, did anybody in your
Yeah.
party happen to take a long rest and prepare a message that would let them talk to anybody on this plane or other planes at any given moment?
Don't know if
Bartos
any of
does
us
not
know
have
how to
access
cast
to
a
that
message.
I mean, I can
The
only.
Bartos has access to
No.
that spell at level 3.
Wait, does he?
It's a level 3
Yes.
spell. It's called sending. I only say this, Ian, because today might be a good day to have sending.
You're right, but I didn't prepare my spells before we started this session. Alex, may I re-prepare my spells?
No, I'm going to bring it up and then laugh at you for it. Yeah, of course you can re-prepare.
Okay. See, I totally would have believed you if you said no. I'm going to bring it up and then laugh at you for it. That's perfectly
fine.
valid.
That's part of why Tempard asked if we had any money, because they need a pair of sending stones. Because as soon as they head off, they're not going to be able to contact the rest of you.
You guys have two. Right now, you guys have 2 pairs of sending stones because Sagrin came with one too.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can
As long
reassign that
as we're
one.
on the same plane, I can just cast Prophetic Wand again, and we're good for an hour.
Okay.
So currently we have 2 sending stone pairs that aren't being used. Because Sagrin has 1 and I had an unused pair.
Okay.
And when I go to Neverwinter, I'll collect another pair from Gum Gum.
Okay.
So if I have to leave one that I currently have that's attached to Gum Gum, I could leave it attached to somebody because I'm going to go pick up Gum Gum.
Yeah, like that.
Would it be smart for me to have the ones that are paired to everybody else so that I can collect people and move them as we need to?
That would be, yes, very smart.
Well, you
You
don't
know-
have to pick me up. That's fine. I have a way to get to places. I just don't have a way to know where we are going.
Well,
Without the sending stone.
no, we're gonna meet up in Beliard tomorrow morning.
Belliard tomorrow morning?
Yeah, Beliard tomorrow morning, right?
meet
Oh.
in Beliard as soon as you can.
Beliard, someone at Beliard will be able to contact us if they're still looking for a way to contact us.
Okay,
Yeah.
that might be gone for like a day
Yeah.
and a half.
So, yeah, no, so yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just go to Beliard whenever you can.
So so we have, just so I'm clear, Tumult is going to Neverwinter. Lysander is going to Waterdeep. Harlan is going to get the dogs ready at Belliard.
Unless there is somewhere I might be more useful.
It was up to you whether or not you wanted to go to Baldur's Gate since you brought it up.
It's so far away, and last time I was there, this happened. And I'll point to my eye, my missing eye.
Taking it off the list.
So get it off the list. That was ill-advised. I'm going to Beliard.
Okay. Anuk is going to Golden Fields
With the Parthos.
with Separtos. Garagak is going to Nightstone. Tempart is going to the Temp Clan, and then I'm assuming
then
somewhere
Crypt
else.
Garden.
And
Yeah,
then
Temp
Crypt
Clan
Garden
and then Crypt
Forest.
Garden. Yeah, and then back to the Temp Clan, we should be able to teleport me. If not to Belliard, or whatever it's called, to very close to it.
Okay, and then Ileana is going to talk to Olan after everybody else is sent on their missions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tapartos, before we split and
Yes.
we call my mom.
Really quickly, sorry. I'm going to adjust something. I'm going to go with my husband to his location, wherever he's going.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Lysander, you asked if we could call your mom.
Yeah, if it's either her or my father, I'm not sure which one would be more receptive to the news that the world is ending and we need their help. But, you know,
You could
Yeah.
just go talk to them.
they might be better to hear it from me than someone else.
Well, whenever you're done at Waterdeep, let me know and I can take you there.
Lysander, may I say something?
Or when has permission ever stopped you before, Tapartos?
You bring up a good point. Tepartos merely wants to say he does not know if this will change your mind or not, but he senses your hesitancy and he knows your fear. And it is valid and it is well placed. And Tumult also brings up a good point that if we fail this, they could be in more danger than if we succeed. But Tepartos also knows that as far as furbolgs go, we are not like many others. Our people are not greedy. We are not warmongering. We do not belong on a battlefield.
You come from a clan that is not constantly ravaged and protecting their forests from any sort of invaders.
No, which
My
is why
clan-
all of my people died.
My clan is. We have protected our deep for generations, and we will continue to protect all of Sylvanus's treasures.
All right. And if you want to ask this of them, and if you think it is right and it is your decision, do it. Tepartos just wanted to open the room to say, if you don't, no one will blame you.
I know. I'm
Okay.
going to allow them to say no.
Good.
But knowing the Furbolg they raised, hard to say.
Understood. Well, shall we go our separate ways? Do you still need the sending, or shall you just speak to them?
I guess I will just make a trip home with Olan.
All right.
Okay. Olan's kind of like mapping things out in his head. Tumult, I'm just going to drop off.
Drop off and a pickup of Gum Gum. He's just going to go
Yes.
with you, and I'll take his sending stone.
Well, I'll take Gum Gum with you wherever you're going, and I'll pick both of you up when you're done. But you have a way to
boy.
contact me. We don't have enough of these to make this work. Okay. Hold on. And you see his tome flips up behind him, and his eyes kind of glaze over for a second. He mutters some words, and he kind of like pauses for a moment, looks up and goes, Garagak, Anuk, Harlan,
Yes?
I need your hands.
I'm going with my husband.
I know. That's why I need your
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
In like a necromancy way or in like a friendship way?
He leans forward and he traces a small symbol on the back of your guys' hands. And you see more pages of his tome disappear. And it disappears and he goes, or he puts, like, it floats back behind him and into its little sleeve and he goes, that is a sending stone.
Oh, I'm going with a very powerful wizard.
I'm aware.
Okay. All right.
I would much rather you guys be able to talk to me for the next week should anything come up.
Okay. Good point.
The rest of you can take sending stones and we will get that taken care of. So everyone has a way to contact me if they need me. So I can get you guys hooked back up or wherever you need to go, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
And the only thing I have for you outside of that, if you find the time and settle down, put out some feelers for those dragons of Silvery Moon.
I have some people I can ask.
It is very important we know who they are and where they are, regardless of if they choose to fight or not. We need to know who they are.
I'll see what I can
And
find.
that they're safe, because if not, say an ancient dragon will hunt us down.
Kill us.
Their harm is our fault.
Right.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go team.
You see he like focuses, clasps his hands together and throws them out to the sides. And behind each of you or the groups of you that are traveling to places, there's a ring of portals now open. He goes, whenever you're ready.
I'll go through and we can go with whatever order Alex would like to do this in.
We'll figure that out.
Yep.
Belliard.
Step through
Yeah.
my portal.
All
Yep,
of you
I
guys.
follow him.
Whoosh. And the only person left is Tempart. Or not Tempart, Ileana, rather. Sorry. Olan looks at you, Ileana, and goes, what?
So that battle yesterday, how many bodies are there? And I open up like a whole
I don't like that question.
And I show like, yeah, I need more of these. Got like the 6 skeletons in the bag.
Are there certain qualifications or
Humanoid.
just anybody?
Just anybody, humanoid.
Anybody humanoid works.
Goblins, humans, elves.
Oh, I hate this job sometimes. Come on. And he like switches his finger and a portal opens, kind of just like places his hand on your shoulder and guides you through.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna jump around a lot here. Okay,
Yeah.
so if it's not you that's the focus point, let the other person do the talking. I'm gonna go in screen order loosely. So Hero and Tapartos, you guys are gonna be first. The two of you arrive at that center fortress of Golden Fields. Their town center guard barrack, the like kind of mismatched buildings next to the tree in the center. As the ring appears, you see two town guards on the other side kind of like raise their shields and draw their swords with wide eyes as you guys walk through, and then the circle closes and there's kind of
Hello.
yes.
Oh yeah, we've been here before. We just come back.
See, they kind of look at both of you. Oh! And they like put their weapons away. Thank
Hi.
you. Thank you so much. You guys saved us.
Of course. We are happy things are okay now and
Yeah.
things are better, but well, we don't come with the best of news.
You are immediately cut off in your sentence. You do this. Hey there. Turn to look at the sound. And you see this large tree just slowly working its way in your direction. One long branch just waving at you from off in the distance.
Live for loss.
I'll just-
Tapartos.
Book it towards the tree.
Same.
Wraps you guys both up in a big hug. What's up? Aren't you saving the world?
That's why we're here, friend.
Oh no.
Yeah. This seems weird to say, but can you take us to your leader, I guess?
And you hear a voice from behind you goes, if he can't, I can. You turn around, you see a small halfling man.
Orin!
kind of flipping a dagger. Howdy.
Oh, my friend, it is good to see you. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm great.
Last we heard, you were going off on adventures and exploring the world. How did all of that go?
Well, I'm filthy
back.
rich and I committed a lot of crimes, so, it worked out.
Okay. Well, Tapartos is happy you have found fortune.
If it makes you feel better, they were crimes against bad people that deserve the crimes to be doing to them.
Okay, that does make Tapartos feel a little bit better. Regardless, friends, Liverlos, Orin, Tapartos will not sugarcoat this. We are in trouble. There is... The giants that assaulted you here are convening at Grudhog and they are assembling a weapon.
Departos,
Yes.
I'm going to stop you right there. Neither of us are in a position to give you any sort of help aside from our own personal help, which I personally will offer you my personal service for. And on
Excellent.
a personal level. Liverlas kind of goes, same.
Liverlas, can you leave Golden Fields?
Now I can. The druids are back.
Happy to hear that.
Me too.
Excellent. Well, will the two of you take us to whoever is in charge of military leadership here? Because as much as we love and want your help, we need manpower, and lots of it.
Orin kind of looks at Liverlas and she goes, well, he can't fit through doors, but I can. Come on. leads you into this main barracks building you'd appeared next to, and you see sitting there someone you don't recognize, like to a T. It's not one of the people you really had big interactions with, but you recognize them as one of the people that was helping you defend Golden Fields, who is now sitting in behind a desk in this main hall, kind of looks up at you and goes,
Hello.
oh my.
I look
Yo.
at Partos real quick. Did we change that much that they don't recognize us now?
No, it's just you. To be honest, we didn't expect any of you to return. You saved us and then said you were saving the world. You were on a mission to stop the giants. That's why you were here. And now you're here again. Oh,
with the exact same mission.
Are the giants coming back? Do we need to show up the defenses?
No.
Well, good. We're not in any danger, thank God.
No, you're definitely in danger.
Oh dear God, why?
Okay, sit down, calm down. Let us. Should we have some tea? Okay, no tea. Anuk, do you want to go or should I?
Yeah. This is I don't know what to do here. So yeah,
Okay, great. We have briefly spoken with Orin here and Liverlos out there, and I point to the big tree just like in the doorway.
You see his roots have grown ever so slightly so he can see through the window. He just kind of.
We have been doing exactly as you said. We've been working on saving the world. We have been working on trying to stop the giants. We have figured out more about their motives, but what they're trying to do threatens the existence of everybody along the Storm Coast. You included, and everyone in Golden Fields included.
So
While
you're here
they
to warn us.
To warn you and ask you for your help. We understand, yes, your help. We understand you are still recovering from the last siege, and we understand that you may not be able to muster people, and if the answer is no, that is okay.
Look, no, stop. This town would not exist if it weren't for you. Your friend saved our village when they fixed the shrine. If you need us, we're here for you.
Then we need you. We are assaulting Grudhog tomorrow morning.
Oh, God. We're what?
We are assaulting Grudhog tomorrow morning. We have a large standing army, but we are trying to make it larger. We have many spellcasters on our side. We have trained assassins, mercenaries, and armies. We also have somebody who can move us in and out of places easily and readily.
Can they move an army?
That's precisely what he does.
Oh, we are so out of our depth. Okay, I can't leave the town fully undefended.
Understood.
But to keep a guard retinue on, they'll work long shifts over the time that we are doing this.
Yes,
I can give you 75 soldiers.
that is 75 more than we had, and unbelievably helpful.
When do they need to be ready?
As soon as possible.
Right. Kind of turns and realizes that he doesn't have any guards in this room at any time. 'Cause no one really fucks with Golden Fields. They all kind of need it. And he goes, Oren. Oh, fuck, I'm a messenger. Okay, I'm on it. He turns, meanders out of the doorway. you hear his doors close. He's like, hey, live for last. You go to the far barracks, the far ones, and tell everybody to get ready. I'm going to do the close ones. Make sense? And then a few moments later, you hear, I hate you! The captain looks at you and goes, we're going to help save the world.
You are.
We're probably going to die, but it'll be worth it.
If we fail, you certainly will.
You don't need to convince me. I already said you could have the men.
I know. I'm just saying they will be fighting for a good cause, and we will do everything in our power to help them and get them home.
We know you will. We'll get the men ready. Do you have a way to tell your people to get with my people? I don't really know how mass army movements work.
At that moment, I'm gonna send to Olan and say, we have 75 soldiers from Golden Fields. Will you be able to transport them to Belliard when they're ready?
Responds with, yes, just let me know when you need me and I'll be there.
Let me know as soon as they are ready. I'm more than happy. Tapartos is more than happy to go and speak with them. And as soon as everything is set, we will take care of it.
You guys wait, and eventually Olan does come when you summon him. And you lead 75 men through a portal. We will get to what you see when you get there later. Somewhat. You arrive at the gates of Neverwinter. You walk out, and you see the city ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Look around for Gum Gum, because he was told to wait outside the gates.
Make a perception check. 19. It's hard to spot at first, but you see there's a bush outside of the gates, and you glance over. You're kind of looking around, and you glance back, and the bush is like 2 feet to the left of where it was when you look back. You kind of like glance away and look back, and you see these 2 feet underneath it, and it slowly shuffles sideways again and drops down. And you swear you see something reflecting in the sunlight in your direction.
I put my hands up. Gum Gum.
This goblin head pops up.
I'm
you
the
one that
you
was talking in my head?
threw the stone, yes, that the man gave you.
So we're going to go fight the bad guys.
A whole lot of them.
Are my friends there?
Yeah?
Good. Let's go. And he kind of like hops out of the bush and walks up to you like ready to go.
I do need to do one more thing while we're here.
Good. Come get me when you're done. He kind of like scoots back, hops back into the bush and crouches again.
But I will need the stone.
It like bounces off your head.
Thank you. I will be back. I must see if Neverwinter would like to offer their services to our cause. When I mean big battle, it is a very, very
You
big
hear this?
I take that as a bad sign, but here we go.
Perfect. Where are you headed?
To the gates.
You walk up to the gates, and one of the guards stops and goes, "Whoa, what's your business here in Neverwinter?"
I need to speak to those that are in charge of the military.
You just want to talk to the head of our military, like you can just waltz into a town and ask that question? You're this guy.
Nope.
You're just trying to ask a question to the head of our military. Look at this guy. Look at him.
Nope. Kind of here to just let them know what I'm going around letting a lot of people know.
And what's that?
The Giants are building a weapon to wipe out all of mankind at Groodhog. We are currently going to siege it, and if you'd like the best chance to survive to see tomorrow, we could use the help.
You see, they kind of look at you and kind of like peer at you. I'll be right back. And he turns and like leaves. A few minutes pass. You see this gentleman, just like very nice plate mail. Looks like it's made of pure silver. Probably never seen a battle in his life. Comes walking up and he goes, "So you're the one demanding the service of my troops in some sort of chaos battle against the giants with a genocide weapon?"
Absolutely not demanding by any means. I'm literally just here to say the dragons and the giants are currently at war, and us people that are very small compared to them are kind of the afterthoughts, and they've already destroyed Nightstone. We had to just collect what was left of the people there and try to get them to rebuild their lives. They assaulted Golden Fields, burned it down, and they have collected other artifacts that they needed to complete. I don't know how to say that word, but that word.
Valendrang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valendrang, the literal genocidal weapon that can wipe out anything the giants so choose. So personally, as a small folk, I'd like to stop it. And by no means am I saying you must come with us. I'm just saying if you'd like the best chance of our survival, it'd probably be good to help us.
Well, unfortunately for you, all of our mass troop movements must go through the High King himself. So unless you can somehow get an audience with the High King, I'm afraid you're shit out of luck.
You can put in a request and I can come back.
You want me to just put in a request to the High King for you to have a meeting? Just a meeting? You just want that? You just want me to give that to you?
Well, it's that or his kingdom falls.
Make a persuasion check. That was the most pathetic thing I've ever heard anyone request of me in my entire career as a military man.
I don't blame you. Like I said, just came here to relay the information. You guys do what you want with it.
You kind of notice behind this guard captain as we're going, the bush is now inside of the town. And it's just like sitting there listening to what's happening.
Oh. How do you guys put up with that?
Put up with what?
Nothing.
Kind of like start looking around like what?
Well, I don't point at anything, I mean, you trust the king with your lives, yeah?
Well, of course,
Obviously.
the king has looked after us for a very long time.
And would you say he's done a pretty good job? Kind of likes the people, or is he kind of a tyrannical ruler?
Little call him A, little call him B. You know how rulers are.
Yes. So, if the people in charge of guarding his city brought an important message to him regarding the fact, the life or death of all quote-unquote small folk that we fall under, he may look into it. I'm not saying for this particular battle, but, I mean, there are 6 giant races, and we are currently only going after 1. So there will be more in the future, and if you guys want to just prepare your defenses for if you get assaulted and want a way to contact us, I'll be there. And maybe, he'll take one of you guys seriously to maybe at least look into the matter on your own. Because I do understand that coming here as a stranger is not very influential.
You hear in your mind, I have an idea.
Okay.
Yes or no, your call.
What is this idea?
Yes or no, Tumult, your call.
Quick save. Go ahead, Gum Gum. I don't really see a reason to say no.
As soon as you say go ahead, Gum Gum comes barreling out of the bush with a big ass rifle drawn off of his back, shoves it right up under the chin of the guard captain and goes, "You're gonna set up the goddamn meeting right now! You hear me?" It's like starts screaming at him. And the guard goes, "Oh dear God, okay, I'll set the meeting up. I'll put in the request right away. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me." Gum like lowers the gun and goes, "You just gotta talk to these guys. It's very easy."
Yeah, very sorry about that, but as you can see, he is very dead set on living.
I died once and it wasn't great. Kind of looks at the guard standing next to the captain and goes, "Have your best friends in the world ever killed you?" I think not. The guard captain goes,
He's also a survivor of Nightstone, the giant attack.
you see you look at the ground underneath the guard captain's feet, and there's just like a small, now muddied patch of dirt. And he goes, I'm gonna put in a request for a meeting, I think is where this ends.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a way I can contact you?
What you're going to do is you're going to go buy a pair of sending stones, and you're going to give me the other one.
Okay. And he just like turns and leaves, comes back in a minute and gives you a sending stone and goes, I don't need a vacation. It's fine.
Trust me, if this goes well, you'll make your money back.
He's kind of wastes. I'll let you know. What would you like to do from here?
I'm going to call to Olan to go back. But then afterwards, I would like to go to Crypt Garden Forest to the entrance and wait for him to take Templar there, as I didn't get a good read on it, but I don't think they'd need to be there alone. Whether or not I'd say anything or just be there for emotional support, I will be there for him.
Yeah, Olan shows up and goes, Crypt Garden Forest.
But he can take Gum Gum into Bellyard.
Yeah. You get sent off your separate ways. Lysander, you arrive outside of the town of Waterdeep. What would you like to do?
Having been in Waterdeep before, would I know anything of like a city guard headquarters?
You would know that there is like the city hall type building where the local mayor lives.
I guess I go to City Hall.
Okay. You go to City Hall, you see several guards posted outside, kind of just watching the perimeter.
Is your mayor holding meetings today?
What on earth could you want with the mayor?
We need all the manpower we can get in a potentially world-ending war.
That's a pretty good reason to want a meeting with the mayor. I'll be right back. He turns and walks up. I'm rolling insight checks for you guys to see if it's like they believe your bullshit or like what vibe they're getting. Because that's a really hard thing to have somebody walk up and be like, hey, the world's going to end. Can I talk to your boss? I'm rolling really poorly. So they're just like, yep, okay. So he goes inside, comes back out in a minute and goes, you got an hour to wait or?
Quicker would be preferred. We have to get together by tomorrow morning.
I'll be real with you. He's just sitting in there doing nothing. He just likes to make
Perfect.
people
And I walk in.
You like kick over the door and you see this man sitting behind his like very ornate desk, and he has his foot up, like has taken his like boot or shoe off, and he's sort of like clipping his toenails with a dagger. And you walk in and he slips and like cuts his toe a little bit, and he's like, oh dear God, you can't just walk in here.
Yeah, pleasure to see that you're very busy with other meetings right now.
Personal time is important.
Yes, there'll be time for personal time if you are not destroyed by giants.
Destroyed by giants?
Have you heard of the attacks on Nightstone, Tribor, Golden Fields?
Yeah, but those stopped like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but the things that were gathered from each of those locations were in part to build a super weapon of mass destruction, and it is now in the hands of giant kind at Groot Hug. We are attempting everything in our power to stop them from setting that off and causing an entire war against the Storm Coast, dragons, giants, and small folk all being wrapped into it. Do we have your men?
Roll a persuasion check.
23.
Hell fucking yeah.
Mayor looks at you and goes, well, here's the thing. I don't command our mass troop movements. I control the day-to-day.
Yes, but if I have political support, I can more easily talk to your captain or king.
Well, it's the High King. You see, he makes all of those choices. That's war-declaring type shit. That's above my pay grade. I'm a figurehead. I don't actually hold any real power. So I can try to set up a meeting?
High King of Waterdeep or High King of the Storm?
No, dear God, no. The one High King, the High King of all of the shit that falls into the Storm Coast, the fucking everywhere else that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head.
Where is your High King?
Well, see, that's a tricky question. I don't know. It's kind of a mysterious one, the High King. I mean, his
When is the
castle.
nearest meeting?
I don't know where all of his meetings are. I'm not his secretary. I don't make his meetings. I just request them, and then I get a yay or a nay.
Put in the request then.
Right away, and kind of like scribbles down like a hasty note, and like walks over to the front and goes, "You need to send this to the High King at once. There's a request for a meeting." And the guard goes, "Okay," and like walks off. Am I done here? I have very important business to get back to.
Yes, chopping your toenails. Can you at least offer some of your city guard while we are waiting?
Who's going to protect the city?
Fuck, you're useless. Great. Have a great day.
Okay, what do you want me to do about the meeting? How am I supposed to let you know if you're not here?
Don't you have any personal sending stones or anything?
I mean, I do. But those are mine. And like turns and walks away. Comes back with like an old, like kind of disheveled looking sending stone and goes, "It was a gift from my ex. Take it."
Burner sender, I understand. Just let me know as soon as you hear back. And if at all possible, I know you are just a lowly peon. Make the meeting as soon as possible.
I will let you know.
Perfect.
Would you like to do anything else in the town of Waterdeep, or are you?
We don't. We have Phil in the city guard, but the petty mayor will not get the rest of the city guard. Don't want to send lots into war. Do I want to try to rouse the city, or will that terrify them? I think not at this time. I would call for Olan to take me home.
Perfect. Olan, where is home exactly?
The Tethir.
Right. Opens a portal for you. This is one you got to do alone.
Yes, I know.
Shuts behind you. We will come back to you with your family. Temp Bard.
So this is something I wanted to bring up with you. There's something I would like to try. And it's going to be very roleplay heavy. Is it okay if I kind of take over for a little bit?
I mean, it's fine with me, depending on when we have to, how invested this is. If it's going to be like a massive thing, I would have liked a little more notice, but yeah, it should be fine.
It shouldn't be that bad.
Okay, go for it.
So as everybody's going through the portals behind them, Templar looks down at their signet ring that they've had the entire time and have used very little. It is gold with a very ornate rose on the top. And if you take off the ring, you can see on the inside there's a black spell inscription of a specific kind of teleportation spell. They glance down at the ring knowing that they're about to go home, and that it's been a very long time for them since they've been home, and there's not a lot waiting for them there. As if pushing a button, they press down on the rose and instantly vanish. They arrive at what is referred to in the Tempest State, the teleportation temple. It's a rather large building, sort of a building. There's not really any walls to it. Just 4 pillars holding up a roof to prevent rain, surrounded by rose bushes. And there's a large hustle and bustle of people coming in and out of this teleportation temple. There are 4 teleportation circles that allow people to come in but not out, with one large teleportation circle in the middle, and with 4 clerk wizards arranging stones as people yell out the location that they're trying to travel to. You hear Neverwinter, you hear Waterdeep, as these stones are arranging in order to form the correct runes in order to get the person who's about to walk in to that location. It's been a long time since Templar has been here, and the last time they were here, they were leaving for Nightstone. They know that they need to post the message for the Temp clan, but they decide there's one thing they need to do first. They head over to Section 7 of the Temp Estate, and they go to their house, where they pull from the drawer, after dusting off all the books and shelves and unlocking the door of their childhood home. They pull out 2 stamps, one that says Temp Wizard and one that says Temp Sorcerer, and they begin to write the message. Calling all members, world-saving mission. Be prepared to fight at Belliard at 6 a.m. Lots of gold upon your return. And as a signature, Tempard forges both of their mothers' names. They look around and see the dusty room around them, where their mother's owl used to play, where they used to sit and read books and bash pots and pans, knowing there's a small chance that they might never return. With a bated sigh, they head off once again to the center of the estate. And they find, among the hustle and bustle, a very large billboard posted with all sorts of missions and requests that have been sent out to every Temp Clan member. They post their note. Standing right outside the main building of the estate, the largest one of the entire area. They approach the door, give a gentle knock, and wait for someone to answer. They would like to seek the counsel, if not just the Temp CEO, Asmodeus himself, if he is available.
Okay. A moment passes. The door opens. An unfamiliar face greets you. Says, it is not usual that the CEO is just willing to take on visitors. You must be something very special.
Considering the fact that I know his true name, I would hope so.
The door opens fully. It says, step through the door.
I walk on in.
You walk in and you find yourself back in the office you found yourself in the first time. Sitting behind the desk, very fashionable looking man, turns around in his bright red suit. Usually goes, Tempard, well, I'd be damned if I wasn't the devil. I never, ever expected you to come waltzing right back to me. I got your gift, though. Thank you very much for that. Your cat friend is being put to very good use. Now, what exactly do you want? Have you given up on our agreement? You here to sign away?
No. Not quite yet. I'll let you know if that changes here soon. I'm not sure about your standing with the Giants or anything like that, but I could use some assistance in gathering people to embark on a mission and raise an army. That would probably give you a good amount of new followers. Pretty much anything you could possibly want out of it, if you would lend me a small army.
Tempard, I'm just going to be abundantly clear here. You come back for the first time in years. And the first thing you do is use name and power that is not your own to post a job. And then have the audacity to walk into my office and request my help to support you and your friends to try and stop filling up hell with more souls. Is that what's happening here?
If you would like something in exchange, we can reduce the amount of time that's left on my contract. So you get what you want a little bit quicker, possibly.
So all I have to do to go against my own wishes is go potentially against my own wishes in less time.
Well, is it really against your own wishes if it's something you kind of want?
To have you win our wager?
No, to have me lose the wager. If I have less time to fulfill that, there's a higher chance that you will win.
But there is still a chance. I am sending lives to be lost and stopping something that would then fill the other half of my how do you say, wealth?
If your answer is no, then your answer is no, and there's nothing I can do about it, and I will leave. But if there's
My answer is not no. My answer is a counter proposal. I'll send the army, but you lose the wager.
just straight up lose it immediately or after the battle.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't do you much good to send the support to your friends and not be there to support them yourself. I'm not cruel. I'm not a monster. I tell you what. I will send you the support that you desire. The largest gathering of temp employees the world has ever seen. But after that battle, you come home. You come to work for me. If not, you don't get the army, but you get to finish out our wager.
I will take your deal.
I'll be honest, I did not expect that answer. But it's an answer I accept. But only if you are very sure about your actions.
Do you need me to sign something again?
You absolutely need to sign something again.
I figured that.
You see,
It's not just a handshake deal, got it.
he waves his hand across the desk and a very plain contract is laid out. In exchange for 400 temp soldiers of various kinds, upon the end of the battle at Groodhog, you will become a sole employee at the bidding of the temp CEO, Asmodeus. No fine print, no hidden details, hidden messages. Very straightforward.
Well, don't have much to stick around for. My one true goal in life, which found out to be impossible. My follow-up goal in life isn't going to work out either. So I'll take it. And Tempard signs their name.
It'll be a pleasure to have you at my service, Tempard. We will accomplish great things together. Now, if you would, I have other business to attend to. You said you need your army at Belliard at dawn?
Yes, please.
There they will be. I hope it was worth it.
Me too.
You are escorted out of the office, back out into Temp Plaza.
They walk over to the teleportation temple. They stand in line, probably about 5 or 6 people ahead of them. And when it comes upon their turn, after everybody's shouting out the different locations that they want to go to, Tempard requests to go to Westbridge. It's the closest city to the Cryptgarden Forest.
You are taken to Westbridge. You do have a sending stone from Olan. You contact him. So if you would like to get to Cryptgarden faster, you can. But if you would like to make that walk, you can also do that.
I think it'd be good for Tempard to make that walk. Just to kind of think and contemplate about, one, what they're going to say, Camilliter, 2, about what they just agreed to, and 3, what's going to come after.
Very
We're
well.
going to take a little bit of time. How long is it from Westbridge to Cryptgarden?
Let me check the map real quick just to be sure so I don't give you false information. It's not long. From Westbridge to the edge of the Cryptgarden Forest, roughly where you remember meeting Clogmiliada the first time, is going to be about a 4-hour walk.
Yeah.
You still have plenty of time in your day to make that walk.
Yeah, I'll take the walk.
Ileana, Olan takes you to Silvery Moon, where you walk in and you see a flood of Arcanus Magnate. All tomes floating up behind them or in front of them, depending on what spells they're casting, piling bodies, ready to do a large funeral pyre of some kind. This appears to only be bodies of the attackers. You don't see anyone with power stones anywhere. Olan looks at you and goes, "You're going to bring these people back from the dead, aren't you?"
Not exactly.
But
Just
they're bones and stuff?
yeah.
Oh, that's super weird.
Don't worry, it won't be them. It will be just like making a skeleton move.
How many?
Hold on, let me do the math. And like I'll sit down for like a minute and like think. I need 36 bodies.
Dear God. Okay. And Olan, you see Olan walks forward a little bit, starts talking to some of the other casters that are around, and you see them all give you the same, like, look over at you with this kind of weird look.
I'll smile and wave as they do that. Every one of them.
One of the Arcanist Magnate actually approaches you.
Hi.
Greetings, little one. What is your name?
Ilya?
You are the one requesting the Scorpius?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Giselle.
Nice to meet you, Giselle. Yeah, I'm requesting the corpses.
You see, Giselle pulls her hood down, and you can see it is a Tabaxi woman.
I smile. Oh, kitty!
Please don't do that.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You are a necromancer, I assume?
Yeah.
How do your friends view this?
I don't think one of them likes it at all. So I try not to do it in front of them. But I don't know about the rest just don't seem to care that much.
Very well. I tell you what, you find yourself with free time? Come and find me. Although from the sounds of it, I will be seeing you in the morning.
Oh, most definitely. Are you going to help us at Groothog?
That is our orders from the new High Arbiter. But I must tell you, I am very excited.
Yes. Yeah, it's exciting, but it's going to be super dangerous, so be safe, okay?
To you as well, Eliana.
Where can I find you after the battle?
I'll be here.
Okay. It was nice to meet you, Giselle. Good
You
luck.
too. You are given 36 bodies.
Okay.
Let's go Garagak, then we'll get to Harlan and Sagarin, and then we'll hit the bodies. I know this is dragging on for a while, but this is important stuff. You guys got to try to get everything you possibly can.
Yeah.
Garagak,
Do your thing.
you are being sent on a diplomatic mission by yourself.
That's what I was gonna ask. Everyone actually sent me by myself? It's gonna go great.
Technically, yes, but you can contact Olan with the sending stone and ask any of us questions.
See, we believe in you. We believe in you, Garrett.
Cody, you got this. This is your solo roleplay moment. This is you shining your light. You got this. I believe in you.
Yep. It's just Garagak's not good at this stuff,
No,
so it's gonna be interesting.
It's fine. It's fine. Garagak, you arrive outside of the gates of Nightstone. The drawbridge is lowered, and the town looks to be thriving. You see there are trade stalls set up. There's more people here than you saw the first time you were here for sure. But even after you visited afterwards, like, the village is starting to grow again. It's starting to come back to life. What would you like to do?
Garagak will walk onto the bridge and kind of look down into the moat and just think for a second, because that's where his whole journey began. And just think about how he made it. He's accomplished his task of making the friends he set out to make and everything they've done together. Then I guess he'll walk in, and I don't remember the guy's name. It'd be the only guy he would actually know there, and it's that old shaman guy or whatever he was.
I'm trying to think back.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I don't even remember like the old shaman guy you're talking about. I remember like you guys interacted
I sheltered
with
him in the bat cave. He was the old guy, like the
Oh
yeah, you know what I'm talking-
yeah. I don't think you guys ever got his name, but the chief, like the leader of the village.
Yeah, he was the chief guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would know he would be up in the castle proper, like across that second drawbridge, up into the town.
Okay. I guess I'll head up there looking for him.
Okay. You head up, and the guards stop you at the edge of that drawbridge and go, "What is your business here in Gerigak?" And you see, this is one of the 2 guards that you guys had interacted with multiple times throughout all of your adventures in Nightstone. One of the 4 guys that came out to like fight with you when everything was going on.
Yeah.
And looks at you and goes, "What are you doing back? It's so good to see you."
Oh, it's good to see you too. I'm here to actually ask for some help.
What could you possibly need from us?
As many people as you could spare.
Are you building something? Are you moving to a new place and you need hands to lift the heavy things?
Not exactly. We need more of soldiers. So the giants that stole the Nightstone are creating a weapon that's gonna kind of like kill everything. I'm not sure on the specifics. And we just kind of need people together to help us fight and stop that.
Oh. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, I'll go. We owe you that much. But to get the whole thing moving, you're gonna need what is he? The mayor now? Oh, it used to be the chief, but now we're trying to be like a proper town, I guess. I don't know. I just live here. I lived here my whole life. The chief you'll have to go talk to the chief. I can take you there.
Awesome.
He kind of looks at the other guy and goes, "You got this?" Guy goes, "Dude, we haven't been attacked since these guys killed everybody. I got this. It's fine." He goes, "Good." He leads you up to the castle that has been rebuilt. Where those gaping holes were that the rocks fell through, the tower is now mostly reconstructed. You can see like the bottom floors are fully redone, and the top, where originally you guys never really got up to, but in Dandyland, where you guys had the showdown with Gum Gum, is the foundations have been built, and it looks like they're working on putting the new bricks in as you're there. Leads you inside and very informally just walks in and goes, hey, chief. And you see this old man just, "It is mayor. Mayor, I'm a mayor of a town. Please treat me with you. You saved my life.
Hello.
You were the one in the cave with the bats. You saved me."
Yep.
"Thank you. I have been waiting for you to come back, so I have a gift for you in thanks and recompense. Here. And he turns, you see he like runs up the stairs and then runs back down. And he's got just like a basic chainmail shirt. And he hands it to you and goes, "I made this."
Oh, thank you.
"Yeah. I know it's not really your style to wear armor, but I figured protecting you in some capacity, I had to guess on the size. You guys left so quickly, but you saved my life. I figured I'd offer you something to save yours maybe someday."
Yeah, I appreciate it. And size doesn't matter. I take many shapes these days.
Ah.
I just
Why are you here?
I wild shape into a cow.
Dear God. Amazing. No wonder you guys had no problem saving this town. You are truly mighty, Garagak.
Garrett just forgets he can't speak English. You just hear moo.
Do you speak cow? No, I don't speak cow. Why would I speak cow? Who speaks cow? Garagak, we don't understand you.
I drop wild shape.
Okay. She goes, "Why are you here? Not that I'm not happy to see you. We've been waiting. We didn't know how to contact you or anything. We've just been waiting for you to come back."
Well, I wasn't sure how the population's been or if you really have that many soldiers, but we could really use your help in gathering some.
Our soldiers?
Yeah. The giants that took the Nightstone took some other stuff, and they're forming this big boom. And we're trying to stop that.
A big boom, you say?
Yep. Gonna kind of kill everybody.
Terrible.
Yeah.
This requires a big announcement. We will help you, of course. But I think you may find the town of Nightstone more helpful than you might have expected.
Oh.
Come with me. And he leads you up to the very top of the tower where you can see there are arcane runes carved into the bricks now. He goes, when you choose to do so, this tower will project your voice to the surrounding area. It's our way of communicating and getting messages to the elves and the orcs that live in the forest. They've been helping us safeguard the city while we've rebuilt.
Oh,
Just, it's your time to shine, big man. You convince them.
what's the radius of this thing? Like
Pretty big. You
Pretty
aren't sure the specifics, but it'll travel.
Okay. Okay. So I got to do the announcement.
Mm-hmm. And I
Great.
know I'm pretty sure I know what you were just checking. So
Yeah.
trust me, I have it in mind.
I guess I'll step up and fuck. I'm horrible at speeches. I'll just be like, everyone that could hear me, there's about to be a great disaster, and we could really use your help. This is Garagak. We're forming an army at Gilead? So
Belliard.
Belliard.
Hilliard.
I was close. At Belliard to stop the giants from firing off their weapon that'll cause mass destruction. And we could really use all the help we could get. Also, hi, Mom. I made it. I made friends. I don't know if you can hear me.
Sorry.
Garagak, you forgot some important bits of information.
Which ones?
Where should they meet?
I said we're forming an army.
Belliard is like so far. Do you have a way to get them there faster in any way?
Oh, yeah. If everyone together that was willing to help and together in Nightstone, I can teleport you all to Belliard.
You can teleport people? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm really quite powerful.
Well, we knew that.
This is everything.
Garagak, your voice echoes. There's a moment of pause. And then off in the distance you hear this horn sounds. And another, and another, and another, echoing throughout the Ardeep forest. And then it seems like the trees themselves start to shake. An hour or so passes, and the road across the drawbridge entry to Nightstone is filled with elves, orcs, the townsfolk of Nightstone, not even just the guard, the people themselves. All of these people that your group, your party saved. You put out a call, and they are ready to answer. And then you hear a voice. A voice you haven't heard in a long, long time. Garagak?
Yes?
You glance in the direction you heard the voice from, and you see a large bear.
I instantly wild shape into a bear and run up and give him a hug.
Wraps her arms around you. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too.
And you're hearing this. You speak bear. You
Yeah.
know what's being said. You've done it. Yeah?
Yeah. I've made lots of friends.
That's not all you've done, my son. You've discovered what lie within you your whole life. And I have a secret for you, Garagak.
Oh?
It's not just you. And you see, as you guys are in this bear form hugging each other, your mother, your mama bear, slowly starts to change. Something she is very out of practice doing. So it's slow. It's not like watching on Nook where it is these quick, fast motions.
Mm-hmm.
It is this slow process. But slowly, she reverts back into a wood elf form. Old, wise, but looks at you. I hope you're not upset with me for keeping this from you.
No, not at all. And I'll drop wild shape.
I chose a long, long time ago to never take this form again. But I hear you need help.
Yeah. This is crazy though. I've been trying my whole life and got the ability to look like you, and you look more like me now.
It's because you inspired me to do better things. Garagak, I want to be like you when I grow up. Let's, if you'll have me, I would like to help.
Of course. Are you able?
Well, I taught you, didn't I?
That's true. You raised me from a cub.
Kind of takes her hand and puts it on the back of your head, kind of just gently taps your cheek. I am so proud of you. Now let's go fuck some shit up.
All right, let's go.
Do you message Olan?
Yes.
Okay. Olan shows up. He shows up, walks through one of the portals, and the chief looks at you and goes, "Did you do that?"
Yeah, that was me.
Olan kind of looks at you. Master Garagak,
Hey, hold on.
would you like to open another one to get them to Beliard?
Yeah, and I'll just like,
She kind of go like, and like spins his finger and another like big portal opens.
Next time you come here, there's going to be a statue of Garagak.
Here, just throws his hands up. Just kind of like turns around.
Your mom whispers in your ear, "That wasn't you."
No, that wasn't me. Also, how's my sister? Is she okay?
Kind of looks around. I'm sure you'll see her soon.
Okay.
Let's just say after you left, she also got a little wanderlusty. But there's no way anyone in the entire Prime Material that didn't hear you, so I'm sure she'll be around.
Okay.
And you all proceed back to Beliard. Harlandino. I do not remember Sagarin's hometown off the top of my head or where he is from.
Well, when I met Sagarin and his father, they were poor, living in Baldur's Gate. They probably, before Galin became a gambler, they probably would have had a country estate connected to the One Crown somewhere.
Perfect. That is enough.
So, yeah.
You guys are sent to Baldur's Gate. Sagarin kind of looks at you as you walk through the door, through the portal, and goes, "I swore to never come to this town again. Bad memories."
Listen, I realize how painful this could be for you. We're gonna do this together, okay?
This fight is really it's going to be as brutal as you say it is.
Brutal, terrifying, important.
When we formed Dino's Dogs, you promised me that I would never have to come here and that we would never resort to recruiting from this place.
This is the last job Dino's Dogs will ever take, dear.
We'll discuss that later. But for now, I'm afraid I need to apologize.
Why?
I kept something from you.
What?
This, and he reaches into his robes and pulls out a wax sealed letter that has the king's sigil on it.
Okay.
How would you like to go talk to the High King?
See, I knew marrying a noble would work out in the end, eventually.
Never call me that again.
No, you never have acted like a noble.
I am one of Dino's dogs.
You are, yes. You're more street urchin than noble, I know. I grew up with you. But please, I would love to. Do you want to see home first, or is that too much?
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to never return to that place. I appreciate it, though. Truly. He kind of cups your chin, his hand, kisses you on the forehead. Oh, I hate you so much, my love. Pops the seal, and you can see it is a spell scroll. Immediately starts. What?
1 second. I'm going to look around at Baldur's Gate. I'm going to spit on the street. That's for taking my eyes and 2 of my fingers. Please continue.
Kind of looks at you with a half smile, spits on the ground right where you did. Fuck this place.
Fuck this place.
Cast the spell. Harlan, you find yourself in an immaculate throne room with several spears at your throat immediately.
My hands are already up as soon as I appear.
Sagrad's hands also raised. I have a letter. You see a grizzled man sitting in this throne. Old man, but healthy, strong. Long grayed beard. Wearing what looks to be a breastplate made ages ago, but heavily worn. Stands up out of this throne. Bold to teleport into the throne room of the High King.
I know, sir. Under normal circumstances, I would never think of it, but my husband here has a letter I think might smooth out the proceedings.
Kind of looks at one of the guards and nods. Guard takes the letter from Sagan and goes, don't have to be so handsy and forceful about it. Takes the letter over, and the king kind of eyeballs it. Waves his hand and the spears drop. Well, you've got your meeting. This had better be damned important.
Are you familiar with the ordning?
Giant thing?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name. I'm Harlan Dino. This is Sagran Dino.
Does this, by any chance, have something to do with a weapon of mass destruction being built at Groodhog that you need my armies to help stop?
Yes. Not all of your armies, but a good chunk would be very helpful. It threatens everyone. It threatens your safety. It threatens the whole world.
No offense, Harlan Dino. But if you haven't noticed, I'm doing pretty well.
Yes, you are.
Giants have attacked my towns before, and they have lost. What exactly are they building, and what does it do?
It's something called... notes. Something called Valimandrum. It's something old, ancient. I don't know specifics, but I know it's meant to wipe out races, other species. That is a strong upper hand.
A weapon that, if activated, would just kill all of one kind?
I see what you're getting at. It will be destroyed to the best of our ability. That is the one thing I will put my foot down on.
A smart lad. A weapon like this could be extremely beneficial.
And it could be very dangerous.
On that we agree. Harlan Dino, I'm going to ask you one simple question. Can you win this war without our aid?
No.
Harlan, I would like you to make me a persuasion check with advantage, because multiple members of your party have already tried to have this meeting.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay.
Amber, would you like to tell the folks at home what you just rolled and totals?
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 29.
The High King
My heart is pounding. Oh my God.
looks you in the eyes, Harlan, and goes, "It takes a brave man to admit when he is going to lose." He starts walking towards you.
I'll just stand there.
Harlan Dino, he outstretches his arm to you. You have as much support as King Ichthane can offer.
Thank you, Your Highness. And I'll take his hand, shake it.
Where do you need my men and when?
Well, what city are we in? Sorry, teleportations.
Baldur's. You left Baldur's Gate. Right now, he looks at you and goes, "We're not in one."
Oh. We need a place to assemble as much as you can, and we have ways to teleport quantities to the town of Belliard.
I can get my men there. Town of Belliard.
Quickly, by tomorrow morning.
My men will be there by dawn. It won't be the mass armies of the kingdom. I can't. There are other factors at play here that I can't disclose.
Say no more. I understand. I'm going to take my hat off in a flourish and just a completely unnecessarily fancy bow is performed.
Kind of chuckles. Well, at least if your career as a soldier doesn't work out, you could always be a court jester.
I would much rather make as much money as I can and die in my sleep, but thank you. I'll take that into account. Should soldiering
It's a
fall through.
joke, Harlan.
I know, I'm aware, yeah. It was good to meet you, sir.
We'll see if I can say the same tomorrow. I will see you there. Now get
All
out.
right.
And as he says, get out, you are put immediately back to the spot in Baldur's Gate where you left. Sagrin
I
looks at you
will-
and goes, "Did the High King just say that he would be joining us in battle tomorrow?"
He did, yeah. I think he liked me.
Huh?
I'm gonna hug him.
Sagrin just passes out. Just
Yeah.
like faints from everything that's happening.
Oh God, I'll take my hat off and fan him.
It's-
I'm gonna slap him. Come on, get up. I'm gonna
the
pull him up.
dogs, the dogs are never going to believe this.
No, they aren't, because they're mostly a bunch of illiterate buffoons, but that's all right. And I'm gonna hug my husband and give him a kiss for that fucking bombshell that he pulled out. Why were you, where did you get that from? Sorry, I'm curious.
A forever parting gift from my father. He won it, of all things.
Fucking fool was useless for most things, but
And now he has saved
That-
our lives.
that.
We should get
Well-
back to your friends.
Yes, I'm gonna call Alon.
Olan, as you say it, appears and goes, "So, Baldur's Gate Army, where we at?"
By the High King. Contributing armies.
Good. Good. You can tell he's like extremely skeptical of like, yeah, you just met the High King that no one's met in who knows how long. And it's like, well, shall we get back to Belliard?
I told you I was worth my salt. Olan, can you hurry up, please?
Yes. And he opens the
Okay.
portal and you guys go through. We're going to jump over to Lysander first.
So I'm assuming I got ported outside of my village.
Yes. You appear outside of the village. I have the list pulled up so we can just go ham. What would you like to do?
I would probably like start walking into town, kind of waving at the guards because it's one of those is like, I'm technically not done with my rite. Hello, I'm back. I would probably go find my sister first at the shrines.
As you are walking into town, the guards kind of look at you and what's that? You can kind of like you hear the back and forth whispers of like, what's happening? What's going on? And then you hear ting 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 boom, and you are laid out by a furbolg smaller than you, who looks at you and goes, "You weren't supposed to be back. What are you doing back?" And just like a big old hug on the ground, immediately recognizing your sister, Dandelion.
Yes, hello, Dandelion. You've gotten strong. Oh, yep, you are one of hers. Yes, you are. All right, up, let me up.
Kind of gets up and goes, "Everybody's gonna be so excited to." Oh, maybe they won't be excited. Are you done,
I'm not.
Lysander? Why are you here?
There is a war,
A war?
a really big war between giants and every race, I think. And I am coming to call for father's aid of the clan's guard.
Lysander, I mean this with all due respect. This is probably the dumbest thing you've ever done in your entire life.
That I am in the war or that I'm asking for help?
Yes.
Yes. I understand. We were asking for allies. We hadn't had a lot of progress really anywhere else, and I didn't know where else to turn. Mother and father are powerful. Most of the clans guard are powerful. I saw the Anthos.
So did I.
What? You came home?
Yes. But only secretly.
What?
Come. And she leads you off into the forest on the outside of the village. Like, basically walks you in through the front and then just beelines out to a small clearing on the outskirts of the village. And you see sitting on a tree stump, looks like polishing a sword, the familiar new armor of your brother, Danthus.
Danthus, I did not know you were home.
Kind of cocks his head up. Is that Lysander? Stands, turns, looks at you. You made it out.
Did, yes, thank you. I think
You're welcome.
I'm still not forgiving you for it though.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Now, as I know where you have been and what you have been doing, I can assure that you are not done with the thing you needed to do before coming back here.
No,
The world is in danger, is it not?
it is very much in danger. The giants are building a mass weapon of destruction, and I didn't know where else to turn besides home for good warriors.
Father is
Allowed
going to
say
kill you.
no. He is. Everything is going to be prefaced with that they can all say no, but having raised us, they won't.
Lysander, you returned before your rite was complete.
No. I've technically seen a lot of the world. I've learned many things. I've seen worlds outside of our worlds. Do you think Thief will forgive me?
I have a counter proposal.
Okay.
Leave.
What? But why?
There is no need for anyone besides Dandelion and I to know you are here. You will not get in trouble. But I also understand your necessity.
What can you offer me?
The same thing you came here to get, hopefully. I will go and speak to mother and father on your behalf, as well as the other elders.
Okay.
If that is okay. I don't want to overstep. But I would much rather you get out of here without getting in trouble and having that sway their opinion on the situation.
Yes, I don't want to. As much as the rituals are kind of bullshit, like hands over Dandelion's ears.
Your sister kind of just nods and goes, total bullshit.
All right. What have you done to her?
I did nothing. I've been gone for almost as long as you have.
Yes, I understand. You also did not warn me. You only told me the good things of being out there. Everything out there is also garbage. I was in jail. I have been through wars. I'm going to be through more wars. I was in the Chaos Realm. You warned me nothing of any of this.
To be fair, you have had a much worse time than I did.
Oh, I'm glad yours was all sunshine and rainbows, while mine was murder.
I never said that. You walked out of the village and immediately got stuck into saving the fucking world.
Yeah, it's big.
It's very big. Big world. And there's more than one. There's at least 3.
Yes, and then some.
4 if you count the one in the ring. I love this ring. It's a
hate
good ring.
that thing.
You want to go back? I put you back in.
No, I don't. No.
I can make it like a sauna if you want to relax.
I don't think there's time to relax. The giant. We need people at Belliard by dawn. We're far away from home. I know we're far away from home. I have means of getting people there quickly.
How?
Teleportation from Silvery.
You know what? That is a very, very practical answer to the question I just asked. I don't know
I'm
why.
friends with a high arbiter of a large elven magical city now.
You just friends with the High Arbiter of Silvery Moon? You just had that in your back pocket?
Yeah, he's Olan. He's very endearing. I'm quite fond of him. He seems like a delight.
Can you get him here?
Yes. Holds up the sending stone.
Why are you so cool? I'm the cool one.
I'm not.
The cool one.
You showed up, and all of my friends immediately liked you more than me. Immediately.
That's not true. The Bartos was 50-50 split.
That does not help that one of my friends maybe liked me as much as he liked you.
I mean,
That
it's a step up from childhood.
I know. We both know Dandelion's the favorite.
Kind of looks up at you and looks up at Dianthus and goes, "You're goddamn right."
Your mouth! Who taught you such things?
Points at Dianthus. You snitch.
You have been home for how long, and you are filling her head with... I mean, I also met the Sylvani, and they're both... Yep, they... I kind of crouch briefly, look down at Dandelion in the eyes. You're Sylvanas. She is something else. But she fits you perfectly, small one.
Good. I think.
She threatened me and then told me to tell Sylvanus that he was a piece of shit to his face, and then I did. They're both very dramatic.
You told a god that he was a piece of shit to his face?
I had to.
You told our god that he was a piece of shit to his face?
Is my sister saying this one to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the stories of Sylvanus, the battles that great-great-grandpapa fought in years and years and years ago?
Yes.
They're split. They're both Sylvanus, and they act like we do. Points to Dianthus and I.
Kind of. Dandelion kind of looks at you and then grabs Oathbreaker and pulls it down. Sees the image of Sylvanus split in two on the front. Did you break Sylvanus?
No, technically, if we want to get into semantics, I think my friend Tumult might have, but then repeatedly they told Tumult that he did not, and I think it was Traveler who also goes by Dandelion. There's been a lot of things that happened in the couple of weeks that I've been gone.
I'm the Traveler?
No, just a pompous man who is... You're the only Dandelion that matters to me in this world.
I'm a pompous man who is the only dandelion who matters to you in this world.
No. I just please.
Got you.
Yep. I missed you both very much.
Immediately, both of them kind of pull you into just this big, like, family hug. So, your friend who can teleport you, how fast is he?
Instantaneous.
And is there like a limit? Like, is this going to be like, I'll be ready at just before dawn tomorrow and we'll come get you? Is this like a now thing, or is this like a...
No, I just need to know. I can sit out here in the woods. I just need to know when everyone is ready, and then we can go meet up at Beliard.
Why don't you just call him? Have him come, get you, and leave me with that. That way I will not be lying to mother and father when I say I know one of the Arcanus Magnate that can help us get there very quickly. I will...
Did you know they were called the Arcanus Magnate?
I've been around. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I do want the answer to, but
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm old enough to go on the right. I'm old enough to know these things now. I get that I am arguing like a petulant child. Do not hold that against me.
You look up at Danthus and he has like a small notebook out and he's writing down Lysander acts like child and like underlines it. Your friend, are you calling him?
Fine, I call Olan.
Olan like woof, like walks through a ring and goes, some army you've collected.
We're working on it. This is my brother Dianthus.
Hello.
He will be talking to mother and father for me, so I don't get in trouble for coming home too soon. Is it okay if I give him this so he can contact you?
Do you trust him?
I do.
Then yeah.
So he will call you when hopefully we have the armies, well, the troop assembled, or not many.
Kind of looks at you and goes, Danthus like looks at both of you and goes, I mean, I'll be there regardless if you can come grab me. Dandelion goes, yep.
I don't know if, all right. If you get hurt in that combat, mother and father will never let me live that down.
To be fair, if I'm getting hurt, that means you probably already did.
Yeah, but they're fine with that. I was conscripted in the Clans Guard. They're used to that.
And I'm a badass cleric now.
I know. You're getting so much bigger every day.
I brought someone back from the dead the other day.
You what?
Yeah.
Who died?
Yeah, it's some guy on the road. He got bit by a snake, and then he died, and I was like, oh shit! And the elder, she was like, here, take this. Focus really hard. And so I took it, and I focused, and he was like, I'm alive! It was the Revivifi.
Sure is the Revivifi.
Good.
We're going to do great things in this world, small one.
You know it. Now go! Get out of here!
Okay. Here, Dianthus, here. Please let me know. You keep in touch. Don't disappear into the middle. Goodbye.
Where would you like to go? Back to Beliard, or is there somewhere else you wanted to stop along the way?
It would be back to Beliard, yeah.
Perfect. Crypt Garden Forest. Tempard. You have been walking along the road from Westbridge, thinking about everything that's happened, thinking about what you just agreed to, about what you'd agreed to previously, about what you're going to say to Old Gnawbone, just all of these things racing through your head. And as you're approaching the entrance to the Crypt Garden Forest to get to Old Gnawbone's lair, you see Tumult leaning against a tree, seemingly waiting for you. The floor is yours, the two of you.
Hi. I'm gonna need a short rest. I kind of just walked for 4 hours.
Understandable.
If there's anything you'd like to do real quick while I take some item attunement management and such.
I'm just here because I thought you needed a friend. We don't talk much, but you didn't have a good look on your face when we were leaving. And I know you don't like to talk about it, and you know I'm not the one to ask you about it, so I'm just here.
I really appreciate that. I'm going to be focusing really hard for the next 2 or 3 hours. If you can just kind of keep watch so that I don't get interrupted. I'd really appreciate that.
It's what I'm getting pretty good at.
Thank you. I will unattune to my Rakdos right knife, and I will reattune to my ring of poison resistance.
Okay.
I will also be writing a letter.
Okay. What is the letter?
It's a letter to old Melbone.
Okay. A few hours pass. You are attuned and unattuned, letter written. What would you like to do?
Okay. I think I'm ready. Are you ready, Tumult?
Yep. I switched my elemental resistance to acid at the long rest that we had this morning.
Okay.
You hear from behind you as you're about to walk in.
Hi.
You turn. Olan is standing there. Everybody else is back already. I got kind of worried about you guys. I wanted to make sure everything was okay. I know this is kind of tense for you guys, but if you want, I can come in just in case, so I can get you out if it needs a quick escape, or I can open a dragon-sized portal if we need to do that, or I can wait here.
We'll call.
If things start going south, you're more than welcome to just ship us to Belliard. If things kind of work out, you might need to stay behind for a few minutes after you ship us, just so that she has time to make a decision.
Okay. Tempard, do you want me to come with you guys?
Yeah, it might be safe to keep a little bit of distance, unless you have some sort of resistance.
I can open portals so it doesn't touch me.
That works.
It's kind of my thing. Portals.
All right.
Here
we go.
The three of you walk through a familiar path down the forest that you had walked before. And as you get closer, you see the same overall clad woman step out from behind a tree and goes, "Boy, I told you never to come back here." Looking at Olan. Not you, someone. Looking at Olan.
I'm going to interject and say he is here at my, I guess, request, if you will. I know we haven't met either, but he's very instrumental in getting us around.
And what is it you folks want? Walking near the lair of an ancient dragon. That's a bold strategy.
I will look over to Tempbard to see if they would like to take the lead or if they just want me to do it for now.
I have a goat now.
Okay.
I pull out my goat of travel, which is a large goat.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out the corpse that Ileana so helpfully got me.
Okay.
Pull out my letter that I have spent a bit of time writing, and I kind of just hand them all over to her. I give her the letter. I turned to Olan and said, "Okay, I'm good to go. Thank you."
You didn't.
If they want to go, you can send them. I'll stay here for a second. It's one of those, just.
Okay. Tumult. I can be here in an instant if you need me. Olan kind of walks over to you, Tempard, puts an arm around your shoulder, and opens a portal in front of you. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Walks you back to Belliard.
Before he goes, I would like to grab a set of sending stones from him that were returned.
Okay. He hands them to you.
I have written the letter if you would like to know what the letter says.
I will have you read it in a moment. Right now, Tumult is still there. So there's walking alone into an ancient dragon's lair. That is even more ballsy than the first option.
I kind of don't have a choice. Don't know what that letter says, but the gifts are truly gifts. I was told that you would like to slay some giants, or at least be in the ballpark of on the side that wants to go kill some giants.
No, you're not the first group person that's come through and. Oh. Oh. You're with the weird people. The Furbolgs and the Goliath and the Orc and the ones that friends got murdered right out there.
Yeah, I was currently unavailable when they made this trip.
I can't believe I did not recognize that young human just a moment ago.
Yeah, they're quite not forgettable. They are very memorable, actually.
Yeah, well, when you're as old as I am, memory's not something you can quite rely on anymore.
I understand. How protected is this forest currently from psychic intrusion?
Depends on what nature of psychic intrusion.
If someone wanted to listen into our conversation,
You've heard the stories about me, haven't you? I'm the one that
someone's-
listens. I'm the one that watches. Ain't nobody listening in or watching us here.
Okay, I put the setting stones away because I was going to have a telepathic communication if they felt the need to. And I come bearing other news if it means anything to you.
What's that?
Well, literally last night, we met a dragon named Coaxel, the incarnation of winter.
You say that name, and old Gnawbone, for the first time that you've ever seen her, shrinks. Not physically in size, but pulls back and kind of like tucks behind one of her trees. That's impossible. Man's been dead for years and years.
You hear a very loud, thunderous roar sometime late yesterday.
Thought I was dreaming.
No, we were very much threatened that he would personally come and kill us if we harmed a dragon. So as you can kind of guess,
Boy, no, you don't understand. That roar means the 10 have returned. That roar means the person that created them is calling them.
All 10?
All 10.
Okay, well, they will personally come and kill us if we harm a dragon. We are currently on the side of technically every race's side except the current giants that want genocidal homicide, whatever they want to do here.
Look, why did you come here?
I came because I was told that there was one very powerful dragon here that could help assault Grudog. If
you would have said that first, I would have agreed with you.
If the 10 change that fact, I fully understand.
No. I have to be there. If that weapon gets built, that means war. You see, she is nervous. She is like glancing around, paranoia sinking it, like she is scared. When are you assaulting? When are you going after the keep?
First thing in the morning.
And where are you gathering?
We are gathering at Belliard to assault Grudog.
I'll be there.
And then as you are the seer and likes to watch things, I was told the general locations of 10 other ancient dragons.
10.
I was given a total of 11, you included.
You're telling me that you got the information that 10 other dragons, besides me, are here. What is here? The prime material plane?
The prime material plane.
They are in the Storm Coast. They are
Storm Coast. They are here. Like, there is 1 in Crypt Garden, 3 in Silvery Moon, 2 in Ice Spires, 4 in the Corin Archipelago, and 1 in the desert of Anrak.
I'm the one in the Crypt Garden, you
I know. I'm just reading my notes here that I was given from someone.
Fuck. Oh, we're so fucked.
Oh, they're
okay.
those, aren't they?
The morning, dawn, Groothog. Boy, you need to understand, if we fuck this up, if we don't win, it's not just the prime material and all your fucking small folk that are in trouble. That is a mass reset.
Yeah, no, I'm been clearly reminded of this very heavily by Coaxel or Coaxel.
I will see you in the morning. I have to get ready for this.
So are those the other ones are them, aren't they?
No, they're ancient dragons specifically.
Yes.
That's what. No, okay. I was here the last time the 10 were brought to the prime material plane. I was young. And I mean young. I wasn't even fully grown. I was a wormling at best. Each one of the 10 that returned brought along with them the leader of their respective races. That means that somewhere on the Storm Coast there is a green giant that makes me look like a baby back bitch. And up until yesterday, I was the strongest thing here. We can't fuck this up.
So they're not definitely not going to help us.
They want that weapon to be built so they can take it. What I'm doing tomorrow is working against my own kind. Not to have them destroyed, but
I'm very much on the side of that not getting put together. No race needs to have control over the others like that.
then we better not fuck this up.
I hope so.
Get you back to your armies and start being prepared, and let me know what you need from me in the morning.
Depending on what's in that note, please don't kill that person.
I'll read it now. Kind of turns and walks away from you. What do you do?
Would you like me to stay till after or be gone?
No, get out of here.
Colin Olan.
Okay. Olan appears and goes, "Ha!" Oh, okay, you're good. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Not gonna lie, I don't know what that was. I was scared.
We gotta go.
Okay. Cool. And like Lee takes you and leads you back to Belliard. Tempard, what is the note? What does the letter say?
It's addressed to her. These words are for you and you alone. Tomorrow morning you told Groothog. We're meeting at Belliard at dawn. If you and any allies can join us, it would be appreciated. I don't know your feelings for me, but I have very little time left. So let me tell you my feelings for you. I love you. I love you without words, without reason, without breath. I've loved you for so long, hoping you felt the same. After a night of truth, passion, you came back for me. After years of abandonment, you came back. Not because I was useful, not because you were told it was your destiny, but because you wanted to. I may not live to see another moonrise, but beyond the rest of my life, I will love you, Liliter. And it's signed, Tempard.
Aww.
All of you at various moments arrive at Belliard, a small town, nothing major. A few ramshackle buildings, some houses built along the way, one tavern. But surrounding it are tents upon tents, all with the insignia of Dino's dogs plastered all over them.
It is a one-eyed fox. That's the insignia. Sorry.
No, you're good. Scattered throughout this is an army of about 200 soldiers. You see spellcasters and archers and
Halberdiers.
that one.
Halberdiers.
halberdiers and pikemen, and a various assortment of soldiers. A balanced group if they were fighting on their own. But even from where you sit in Belliard, you can see the fortifications being built at Groodhog. A massive bonfire alight in the center of the field in front of it, where bulwarked walls with spikes coming out of them are being currently built and placed. The location of Dino's dogs is not unknown to the Hill Giants. They know you're coming. This battle is going to be heavy. It is going to be the biggest fight of all of your lives. And right now, you guys are working on virtually promises alone. As time passes, for those of you that got there first, other troops start funneling in from various places. You see a small halfling walk through a portal. Following behind him, 75 of Goldenfield's town guard, looking much better equipped than they usually would be.
Kelman, find him something to do.
On it. And he turns, leads them away. A short time later, Garagak and a woman that you've never seen before come strolling through a portal, leading an army 300 strong. Some people you recognize. The town guards that some of you fought with in Nightstone, the chief that Garagak so desperately tried to save. Some of the townsfolk. You see people wearing normal tunics, pants with pitchforks and sickles and just whatever they could grab and find here to help to fight. More time passes throughout the night, a restless night, not in the sense that you will not be fully prepared for the following day, but a night filled with anxiousness at what's happening around you. Shortly before dawn, you hear marching. Not uniform marching by any means, but marching. As cresting over the hill, 400 of the most ragtag group of individuals you've ever seen come just slowly walking over, mid-chatter with each other, all of them armed with a quill in one hand and a piece of paper in the other.
Yes.
He promised me 400, and I don't know if that includes the letter I posted or not. So I'm very glad at least 400 came.
The 400 are here. You can see sunlight starting to come up over the horizon, and you start hearing all around you, and you see 500 soldiers wearing the armor of the High King's army, specifically the army of his elite guard. And walking in the front, you see a tall, muscular man wearing battle-worn armor, carrying a massive great axe over his shoulder, walking towards you. Someone none of you recognize aside from Harlan and Sagrin.
I'll turn to Olan. I told you.
Huh. See, Olan walks over to Sagrin and puts 100 gold in his hands.
God damn it.
Hey, we made money off of this.
Yes.
As the sun is rising, you know this battle is coming. You need to make a plan. You need to have some semblance of a plan of attack. You hear from behind you. Sorry, we had to borrow your friends for a minute. Hope you don't mind. They were a great help. And you turn, and for the first time in what feels like forever, you see Gum Gum, Soup, Phil, George, Awesome, and Princess Pony, all standing there wearing the same exact gear, the same weapons, the same everything that you left them with, Gum Gum excluded. Anuk, you see George, who is grown. He's not full size, but he's a lot bigger, looks a lot more muscular, and immediately looks up, sees you, dives into the ground and pops up right underneath you, pounding you to the ground in a great big hug. Starts nuzzling up on you. What would you like to do?
Oh.
I'm gonna shapeshift or wild shape into a Bule as well.
Okay. If you need to pause for a minute, we can.
And the hope is that I can speak to him Bule to Bule.
You wild shape. And because belays are not beasts, you've never been able to do this before.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you wild shape, you hear a voice. I missed you so much. And just immediately pulls you back into this giant belay hug. Starts
Which
pulling.
I return.
Just immediately starts like tapping you and starting like, come on, and just wants to play. He just wants to spend time with you for a little while.
And I'll say, let's go out this way, yeah? We don't want to interrupt these guys. We might play a little rough, yeah?
He just nods and smiles and follows right along with you.
I mean, we just
Yep.
out into the fields.
Soup, Phil, and Gum Gum walked up to the group of you, and Phil's, it's about time you guys got here. I've been worried sick. Didn't know what was going on. You okay?
I'd like to walk up to Phil, hug him.
He hugs you right back.
He's spoken to Jennifer lately.
Nope. I've been doing good. Have you?
Smart choice. Smart choice.
Fuck that bitch, Jennifer.
Fuck that bitch, Jennifer, indeed. See, Soup rides up on Princess Pony. Bartos, he told me to keep her safe. Kept her safe for you, buddy. He hops off. And immediately, as soon as he gets off, pulls you in for a big hug.
Oh, he's not going to have the choice. I'm taking him off the ground.
You got bigger, man. Wow, look at you. Look at you. You've been working out, man? I didn't know you could work out your growth muscles. That's crazy. That's good stuff.
You want to see something really fun?
Yeah.
And like mid-hug, I'm going to shapeshift into dwarf form.
Wow. Kind of just like minutely shocked, but unfazed because you guys have put him through the weirdest shit of his life since you met.
Right.
Garagak, you and your mom are standing there. And you hear hooves galloping. But not in rhythm. It's more of a like a where you'd be like it's and you get mauled over by Awesome, this cartoon horse. He just starts nuzzling. He goes, "Hi, great to see ya.
How have you been?
Oh, I'm doing great.
That's good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of on top of me, but yeah.
Oh, shit. Pulls back. Immediately looks at your mom and goes, "Hey, I'm awesome." Your mom looks back and goes, "Yes, you are. Yes."
Oh,
Starts
my
petting
God.
him.
Kimber, we've missed these people so much.
I know, I can tell.
Lysander, Gum Gum walks up to you, looks you up and down. You guys fucking killed me!
Hey! Yup! We're sorry.
If anybody was gonna kill me, I'm glad it was you. And he just like jumps up and hugs you like on your shoulders.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Tempbard. This is a hard time for you.
Yeah.
A lot of things are happening. You feel a hand on your shoulder. You know, memory's a fickle bitch when you get to be my age. I'm sorry. I know you'll never forgive me. But whatever this one day left bullshit is, whatever I have left is going to stop that from happening. The hand moves from your shoulder to around both, kind of just pulls you in close, slowly to see if you're comfortable, not wanting to rush you or pressure you into anything. How do you respond?
I kind of just let it happen. I kind of already have the resolve of I know what I'm going to do at least. So everything else that happens. I have a couple things I need to take care of before we run off into battle. And if you're trying to save me or something, you don't need to. But thank you.
There's a really big difference between need and want. Kind of just nods at you. You do what you need to do. Turns and walks towards the leaders of the dogs who are kind of gathering this army. It's Partos.
Yes.
You hear a voice from behind you. So you didn't die?
Not yet.
You turn and see Moog walking towards you. I know your friends are watching, but I need a hug.
Okay.
Embraces you.
Partos is willing. Embraces her back on an equal playing field this time.
Mm-hmm.
I go back, giant Furbolg, I guess. These reunions are wonderful. And we have missed all of you so much. We have been almost literally to hell and back. Some of us, the Partos believes literally. There is much to discuss. There is much to catch up on, and there are many things to do going forward. But we have something very important happening in a matter of hours. Time is of the essence, and we must act now. We have our forces. We have our friends. We have everything we could ever need. If there is a time to do this, now is this time. Let us figure out our plan of attack and implement it. And may we see tomorrow, may we see it together.
Moog kind of nods at you. I think I have some things I have to say to everyone. Turns and walks. You see Moog kind of already taller than most of the other people here, yells out, "Everyone, I need your attention."
Really quick, DM.
Yeah.
I think that Harlan has just been quietly, very intently watching all of these reunions from the center of his pack, not really paying attention to what any of them are saying. That's it.
Okay. Ileana and Tumult, before Moog's thing, you don't know these people. You don't... Tumult, you know Phil and Soup. You've gotten to know them. But sitting and watching these reunions of all of these friends, it sparks something in you. You know now, possibly for the first time in a long time, what friendship is like. You see these reunions happening, and you feel this undying desire. I won't say desire. This undying power inside of you. Both of you, until you use them, can choose to succeed on any saving throws that you have to make 3 times.
Hmm.
Do we have to ask and use that before we roll the save? Or can we
Nope.
do it? Cool.
You can use it after.
Awesome.
The power of the group around you, in a very shonen anime fashion. This group is full of love for all of you. And though in this moment you're not part of these reunions of these friends that have been gone for so long, Tumult, you are. I don't mean to make you feel like you're excluded from these.
I would be sitting off on my own doing something that Lysander's only seen me do a few times lately, but literally sitting down praying to Shar and talking to Ult, just wishing the best to come.
At this point, there's nothing else we can do.
Moog continues. Tomorrow, well, not even tomorrow anymore, really. In a few short hours, we will be sieging Groothog to dismantle Velamandrung again, and hopefully show Chief Gull that she is not the leader that she thinks she is. We do not fight this war for the sake of bloodshed. We are not here to kill for the sake of killing. We are here today to shed blood in the hopes of saving that necessity in the future. For the sake of not just giants, not just dragons, but the sake of everyone here. We will fight, and we will win. For now, I need your commanding officers here. It's time to plan. And that will be the end of the planning session of the Dice That Bind Us. I know this has been really heavy and really hard for a lot of people. So
I just want to say, sorry, Alex, may I? I love all of you very much. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this. This was incredible. Thank you. It's so cool to see a group you barely know come together and tell incredible fucking stories like this. I love you all. I love all of you that watch this. I love all of you that partake in this. I love you. Thank you.
today was fucking amazing. Each and every one of you got a chance to shine, got a chance to do your thing. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. There's not a lot of times throughout this campaign that we have taken time to solo people out, to talk to those people, to give them those small moments. And each and every one of you stepped up. Each and every one of you did a phenomenal job today. And I have never been more proud of any of you than I am right now. You are all phenomenal, and I am so incredibly blessed to be your DM. I have never played with a group like this before, and I hope it doesn't stop. I hope we just get to keep doing this for as long as you guys will keep doing it, except for Kimber, who will go away after the siege on Groothog, and that's, yeah. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. Do be YouTube werewolves or whatever the fuck Hero said earlier.
Like and subscribers.
Be like and subscribers. It helps us.
So, do you have a Patreon at this point? We probably don't.
We don't.
Because we're OnlyFans.
You have to have a solid following to have a Patreon and be successful, and we don't. We have loyal followers and people that message me and message Hero, people that message us, talk about the show and what's going on. But we're growing, we're steadily growing, we're doing this thing, and in all reality, this has become so much more for me than just doing this to have something out there. This is the highlight of my week every week, and I can never look forward to it enough. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching us do this. Thank you, everyone, for supporting us, and thank you, my players, for being amazing. With that, a very long but beautiful episode of The Dice That Bind Us comes to an end, and we will see you next Wednesday for another. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye.